Italian. God, I still fucked that up. Alright. Anyways, I'm recording this for the second time because when I recorded this last time, everything went well, except I didn't record the desktop audio, i.e. you could not hear any of the game, you could not hear the game itself, all you could hear was my fucking annoying-ass voice, so here we go again. God, I'm a moron. Anyways, this is me playing in the, French name, Char Futur, Char Futur 4. I don't know how you say 4 in French, I don't know. And we're playing on Fisherman's Bay, and this is, I haven't been playing this tank very much, or I haven't been playing random battles as much, since, Clan Wars was going on. But since it's over, I am able to do this. I'm able to get back into the swing of different things, and I'm able to play the tanks I really do like to play that, you know, aren't in Tier 10. And so, now we're... So, like I said, Char Futur, Fisherman's Bay. And nice first shot on the STA. But this is where I like to go if I'm in pretty much any autoloader of any kind, with a decent amount of mobility. I like to go up to the middle, whether I'm on the north or the south side of the map. And the main difference between this thing and the other French autoloaders is this thing's ridiculously long 4-second interclip reload, i.e. 4 seconds in between shots, if anyone doesn't know. And it takes 12 seconds to fire 4 shots from when you first fire. And it's kind of painful sometimes. We get shot by a Lorraine. We saw the Lorraine earlier. He shoots my track. Thankfully, he did no damage as he hit my outer rear drive wheel. And so, I have a feeling it's a little more complicated whenever deciding to go on reloads with this thing than, say, a 5100. Or, well, I guess a Lorraine 40T. Or like, this thing only has 4 shots in a magazine, yet it takes about as long to unload as the AMX 5100's 6-shot, 100mm autoloader. And it does less damage in a clip than the 5100, although it has better gun handling, better penetration, better damage. Everything is better with the gun on this thing from the 5100 except for the interclip and the clip potential. This thing, I tend to think of this thing as, you know, you have to play it a lot more passive than I would ever do at a Lorraine 40T or a 5100, because of this thing's long interclip it's a massive disadvantage if you're fighting against other autoloaders or tanks with high rates of fire, because you can't fire the next shot until they fire another shot into you, or possibly even a third shot into you, before you're able to kill them. So I feel you have to be a lot more passive with this thing whenever it comes to dealing with your enemies. I get spotted there. I'm not sure by who. Probably the Lorraine 40T. So now I want to reposition in this area. And yeah, I'm going to stop talking about the tank for now. Focus on the gameplay. So, it's been a boring game so far. And there's the Lynx. There's the Lynx. He's... Pump a shot into him. Not able to get a second. Even if I was in a 5100 or a Lorraine 40T, I wouldn't have gotten a second shot off. But we've reduced him to a little over half his health, which is it's good because we don't want that light tank. He's the only light tank on the enemy team, and our light tank's dead. So I like to, making things a bit even. You know, even though they've lost a YOLO wagon, a 263. So our heavy tanks are, let's just say, they're not doing very well in the city. It seemed, I guess you could argue that, it's a little more boring in the city than it is over here, because they, although the T-95 does kill the Liberté, the Lynx pops out again. That's another mistake, sir, and I punish him for that mistake twice now. And now the Lynx is a one-shot, I'm confident that someone else will be able to kill the Lynx, because even if our first Centurion 5-1 damages the Lynx is dead. And that'll be their light tank out of the game. So right now I'm concerned about any potential shots from the shit barn or the E4, and then I see this Lorraine. This Lorraine, I don't know why he did this. I can guarantee there was a much safer route to the city than what he took. Even, and if he did want to relocate, I would not have relocated to the city. Not in a Lorraine, and not when you're fighting... Not when we have a Badger in the city and a T-95. So, I don't know why he was doing that, and he took... I mean, it's not like he didn't expect me. It's not like he didn't know I was here. I was spotted on 2 separate occasions by the Lynx in the same position. Oh well. So the Type 4 Heavy's down, and right now I'm thinking, do I want to rush, and do I want to go down and assist with the Standard B and the Conqueror, or should I stay here and finish off the Lynx if he pops out again? I'm getting increasingly impatient with the fact that the Lynx hasn't shown up in a long while. So now I decide option 1, and I decide to go after the Standard B and the Conqueror, since I can kill them both in one clip. The Standard B has a very low amount of health. He's a one-shot kill for me. And there he is, and I make a little bit of a critical error here, and I shoot at the truck, thinking that my shot was going to be able to go through it. I know, it's stupid, but whatever. I get a second opportunity, I kill the Standard B. Conqueror turns around, sets me on fire, and that's another shot, and that's shot number 4. And I low roll for 353, and now the Conqueror is on 7 health, so yay for RNG. So now I'm sitting here and reload, and I'm just hoping my teammates can kill this Conqueror, and luckily, our E75 does manage to find his brain and his man pants, and he kills the Conqueror. And I presume one of the tank destroyers takes a pot shot at the E75 with an HE round. Probably one of the E4s, although it could have been a shot from the FV405. So now I want to find the T-30. And since some of our heavy tanks are on decently low health now, I want to find this T-30 so that they don't have to take the shot, because, well, I don't have much armor anyways, and, you know, I think they're going to need their armor for the E4. And there's the T-30. I was expecting him to react, but I realize it's AFK, so I'm like, A, free damage. I finish him off. Go on the reload again, and now I'm concerned about whether there could be a tank destroyer in A6 or A5. The E75 is pinging A5. That one of the tank destroyers is there. But I think it's safe to say that most of the remaining tank destroyers, at least 2, are in the B2 camping area that everyone knows and loves. In the E4, he fires it, I believe, an HE round at the Barask, and since he's out in the open, you know, I mean, he has concealment, but there's 0 cover over there, and he gets completely slammed by the rest of the team. And the FE405 takes out the E75, and the Tortoise kills the enemy STA2, giving the southern flank, giving the western flank, the southwestern teammates to go in from the west. And the FE405 and the T110E4 are spotted. I take 1 shot at the FE, the Barask fires 1, fires 2, and he does bounce 1. Now I see the FE's aiming at me. I panic, back up a little bit, but this thing's pretty decent turret armor is able to absorb that high explosive without me getting one-shotted by that Hesh round, and as you can see, he did hit the turret, which, you know, thankfully has a decent amount of protection if I'm using all my 7.5 degrees of gun depression. And I type in chat right there. Thank fuck for turret armor. And now it's just cleanup time. It's off to this E4. And since the E4 he's running away, and, you know, understandably so, the Barask fires an HE clip into the E4. I'm not sure why he fired HE. I mean, hey, more damage for me. The E4 is turning this turret, and I don't believe he has the gun elevation to engage me, but I can see that he really wants to shoot the Barask or the Progetto 46. So I go down, get right behind him. He's really persistent about killing that Progetto. Upon my 3rd shot, he kills the Progetto, turns his turret around, and even with this thing's very crap interclip reload, I'm able to kill the T110E4 in time before he turns his turret around, giving me his mantlet, which I would probably bounce off of. So, there you have it. The Char Futur 4, the Tier 9 French reward medium tank for the Expedition game mode, among other things. But, that's enough of that. How about we take a look at the post-game results now? All right, so a very nice result for the Char Futur in this game. This was my first ace tanker in the tank. I hadn't played it that much, but still, I'm happy I got this. I get the high caliber medal. I also get the tank sniper medal due to my very long range engagements, of which I was firing on most of my targets. And I also get the Levislios medal for killing two tanks in a medium tank that are at least one tier higher than me, being the E4 and the ship barn. And I also get a very nice amount of XP due to the fact that this was my ×2. This was my daily double. And I also added the ×3 bonus to experience. These are the damage scores. So I get a very nice, very beefy 1,415 base XP. I was a little surprised at that, but since it was until I realized most of my targets were tier 10 tanks. I got a lot of XP from that due to unloading an entire clip on an FV405 and a T124. That would give me a decent amount of XP. So, fired 20 shots, hit 18, penned all 18, which is like I love this gun for its gun handling and its autoloader mechanic, but I don't think the inner clip reload is necessarily a flat out downside. It's just different. It's good for different situations, I think, which is why I think this thing's playstyle is you have to play it a little differently to how you would 5100 or Lorraine 40T with those more consistent 2.73 second inner clips. I make a beefy profit with or without a premium account, and mainly because 50,000 credits from completing a daily mission, and I didn't fire a single round of heat, and since I have spare automatic fire extinguishers in my depot, I didn't spend any on that on consumable cost. So all in all, I'm very into this tank. I really do love this tank. I think it's so much more fun than the Batchat. I fucking hate the Batchat. The Batchat 25T, I fucking hate it. I think the TVP is so much better than a Batchat. At least for my playstyle. It just depends. It depends on the person. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I will be making a video on the Tanks Gang replay competition that I hosted on my server. Haven't really gotten around to that for a long time, simply because I've been busy with things ever since, and now that I'm more or less free for the most part, I'll be recording that and I'll be uploading that over the next few days. So, thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe. I'll catch you all later.